German people cry for help. As historic floods submerge crops and farms today, heavy rainfall has caused flooding across Germany. Farmers were hit particularly hard and are now trying to save their crops. While most Germans were celebrating the new year, farmer Dirk Reinecke was frantically preparing his 3 tractors to transport 150 tons of potatoes before they rotted in the floods. That means you will lose your entire winter harvest. Reinicke and other farmers in Lower Saxony, northwestern Germany, worked non-stop for days to help block dikes from flooding. "I'm 58 years old and have never experienced a flood like this before," Reinicke told DW. "We usually see floods every 4 to 5 years. But we have never seen the water level in the village as high as it is now." Almost every farm was swept away by the flood. The Reinicke family has run their farm for 8 generations, mainly producing milk. But now, every morning, Reinicke checks the water level in Aller. The river is 260 kilometers, 162 miles, long and usually meanders through the federal states of Lower Saxony and Saxony-Anhalt at a leisurely pace. Now the water is overflowing in many places. In the neighboring village, a 1.2 kilometers long mobile dike is being installed to prevent floods. If the water level rises another 23 centimeters, our village will also be underwater. "I really don't know what would have happened if the dike had broken," Reinicke said. "We would have lost everything maybe in just one night and maybe our house and our lives." Landvolk Lower Saxony, the Regional Farmers Association, estimates that all 35,000 farms in Lower Saxony have suffered floodwater damage to their fields. "Hundreds of thousands of hectares of cropland and grassland have been flooded," said Association President Holger Hennies. "Hundreds of farms were affected. Many livestock had to be evacuated." Floods and austerity plans make for a difficult year for all of Germany. In many regions of Lower Saxony, potato and sugar beet harvests are at risk. Due to the extremely wet fall, many roads were impassable due to flooding. Farmer Reinicke said many of his fields have been underwater since November. "I still have 1 hectare of potatoes that I haven't even been able to harvest, they've been lost." Damage amounted to about €6,500, $7,113. In addition, the damage amounted to €5,000 for 20 hectares of potatoes, hectares of grain, Reinicke said. "We will starve to death if this flood continues." It has been a difficult year, not least because the German government's austerity measures have led to the abolition of tax breaks on agricultural diesel as well as agricultural and forestry vehicles. The floods have now dealt a second blow to farmers in a very short period of time.